So this is my press conference reaction to Chris Eubank Jr. vs Conor Benn rematch press conference reaction. Wild, wasn't it? That was wild, wasn't it? Last night, that press conference. Chris Eubank Jr. winning the press conference. Well, it wasn't in doubt, was it? Chris Eubank Jr. definitely won the press conference. Taking over the show. It is a Chris Eubank Jr. show at these press conferences, isn't it? In terms of what he has to say. And what he had to say, it was, let's be real, quite wild. Let's be real. I think it's a wind up, if I'm being honest with you. I don't think it is true. Chris Eubank Jr. is just trying to get under people's skin, which he's done. He's not under Eddie Hearn's skin. That's why Eddie Hearn is threatening to sue Chris Eubank Jr. And so Eddie Hearn is key rattled. He was key rattled. Let's be real, because otherwise, why would you be suing him? Yeah, and why? And that's the thing. Why would you reply to him as well? If I'm being honest with you. So Eddie Hearn, it's the only person who can rattle Eddie Hearn is Chris Eubank Jr., isn't it? Because Eddie Hearn's not only a fixed in person, isn't he? And it was two egos clashing with each other. Conor Benn and Nigel Benn didn't really have much to say. They were both on the phones, while it was more Eubank versus Eddie Hearn, which was always going to happen, if I'm being honest with you. And Eddie Hearn was always going to turn up, let's be real. I know he said he wasn't going to turn up, but I always knew he would turn up, let's be real. And I thought Conor Benn, with what Conor Benn had to say, I thought he actually handled it quite well. I thought he spoke well, Conor Benn. I still don't like him. He is a trud sheet, let's be real. But he's told a spade. And he spoke well, Conor Benn, said what he had to say. And he just wants to get on with it, doesn't he, Conor? I don't think... He still bites, doesn't he? He still bites back at Eubank. While Eubank Jr. was always going to take over the show. Some of the points Eubank Jr. made are very true. The British border control, my fucking die. My die. About time the British board and Warwick Smith got called out for their corruption, if I'm being honest with you. They went back on their word in terms of banning Conor Benn, who should still be banned, let's be real, because he's not really been cleared, yes we will about it now. And but we're not going to get started then. So they went back on the word, the British board, on that. And yeah, he's right, Eubank's right. The British board are in the back pocket of match room. It's all nicey now, isn't it? After once upon a time, Conor Benn said, "Oh, the British board are scumbags and all that." So isn't it funny how it's all nicey now, isn't it? And so I think Eubank Jr. is definitely right to say where the money's going in terms of the fines. Let's be real. What I don't agree with Chris Eubank Jr. with is accusing Eddie Hearn and Matchroom from plotting the ambulance, delaying the ambulance 20 minutes. I don't agree with that because they always seem to be on time to try and get the medics and ambulances as well. So yeah, I don't agree with Eubank Jr. on that. I think, yes, be real, that's a bit of a lie, if I'm being honest with you. But he's good at it. Eubank Jr. He is good at being a wind-up. He is good at being a wind-up merchant. It's a stroke of genius from Eubank Jr. And with every press conference that we look forward to, who's the press conference we look forward to the most? This man, Chris Eubank Jr. We're always like, oh, what's he going to say? What's he going to say this time? To Eddie Hearn and all that. What I don't agree with Eubank Jr. was interrupting Eddie Hearn when Eddie Hearn was trying to make a tribute to, God rest his soul, Ricky Hatton. Look, I don't think Eubank Jr. meant it I don't think he meant to interrupt Eddie Hearn in terms of what he happened, but I just think Eubank Jr. just doesn't want to listen to Eddie Hearn. Let's be real, what Eddie Hearn has to say. But you can say at the same time, well, there was a tribute before the press conference started, so again, I don't know why Eddie Hearn is like, I want to say a few words. I do understand that he wants to say a few words, Eddie Hearn, but there was a tribute before the press conference started, and Eddie Hearn's already given his tribute a couple of days ago when it happened. So I don't know why. I think Eddie Hearn, for me, has really got himself to blame for that, for putting himself in the trap, if I'm being honest with you. But again, at the same time, I do think it's disrespectful from Eubank. Just let Eddie Hearn pay the tribute to Eddie Hart, and then you can both go at it then. So yeah, I didn't really like that from Eubank, if I'm being honest with you, because that was pretty deep. But yeah, like I said, I don't think Eubank Jr. meant it. I don't think he meant it though. He just doesn't like Eddie Hearn. Let's be real. And obviously there were other people at the table. Beaumac is now back at the table. Obviously he trained Eubank Jr. He was in Eubank Jr.'s corner for Eubank Jr.'s rematch win over Ian Smith, which was one of the best performances from Eubank Jr. in his career. One of the best Eubanks we've ever seen. Yes, be real. Eubank Jr.'s we've ever seen. And that has swayed me. In terms of the early prediction. I do think Eubank Jr. putting Beaumac in is looking to get a stoppage over Conor Benn. Again, it's the rehydration, isn't it? How is Eubank Jr. done a cope with the rehydration codes? That's going to be the only issue, isn't it? Can he still stop Conor Benn while having that rehydration codes? I think so. I think he can, because we saw in the first fight, didn't we, where was it the 12th round, Eubank Jr. looked like he was going to stop Conor Benn in the last round, in the final round. So Eubank Jr. is a bigger man, let's be real, and Conor Benn can win this fight. As long as if he keeps his emotions in place. But I still make Eubank Jr. the favourite. I just look at Conor Benn. He just doesn't suit it, does he? Just does not suit the 160, Conor Benn. It just takes away all of his strengths that he had at 147. But he's got himself to blame, Conor Benn, because he's gonna find it a lot more harder. He's gonna find it really tough now to make it back at 147, and his career has been fucked. Let's be real. I will keep on saying it. His career has been fucked by taking this fight against Eubank Jr. when he could have easily faced Mario Barrios and became a world champion. So, but yeah, that's my thoughts on the press conference. Not really surprised, if I'm being honest with you. It was always going to be for Eubank versus Hearn. A bit more deeper, wasn't it? A bit more deeper with the accusations made by Eubank Jr. I don't agree with two of the points he made, but I do agree with Eubank Jr. on the Brits border control and Robert Smith. I do agree on that. Especially with the boxing clubs as well, and obviously the weigh-in trauma, where Eubank arrived 1 minute yet. So, and yes, to be real, Eddie Hearn messed up the eyes as well. So it's alright Eddie Hearn saying, oh, Eubank Jr. talks shit. Well, Eddie Hearn talks shit as well. Let's be real, all these promoters make up the eyes as well. Let's not say these promoters are, oh yeah, they tell the truth all the time when they don't. All these promoters make up the eyes. So that's my thoughts on the press conference reaction. Oh shit. Feel free to leave your thoughts down below in the comments on this press conference reaction. My phone fell there. And yeah, feel free to leave your thoughts. Did Eubank Jr. go too far? Let me know down below in the comments. Or is it once again just a stroke of genius from Eubank Jr. once again in another press conference, which he did win, let's be real. Or is it just a twist Eubank Jr. So it's what you have to expect. Feel free to leave your thoughts down below in the comments. See you all in the next one.